1000 LB Sisters. Tammy Slaton's heartbreaking news about family member proves she might not leave Kentucky. She wants to be supportive. 1000 Sisters star Tammy Slaton recently revealed some heartbreaking news about a family member that could change everything for the Slatons. The show is about 38-year-old Tammy and her 37-year-old sister, Amy Slaton, but the rest of the Slaton family is a big part of the story. The Slatons are a close-knit family, so when one of them is in trouble, the others all gather around to help. The Slatons' unique family dynamic is one of the best things about the show. With 1000 Sisters Season 6 recently airing, the Slatons were as close as ever as they pursued their health and fitness journeys. Tammy has been known to grow frustrated with her family and has even threatened to leave Kentucky to escape them. Recently, Tammy revealed some heartbreaking news about a beloved cousin, and it could keep her from leaving the state. The Slatons are a close-knit family. They do everything together. The Slatons are an eccentric bunch, and they love to spend time together, even though they get on each other's nerves sometimes. They're always there for each other in times of need, and they've even pursued weight loss together. They're so close that during 1000 Sisters Season 6, they even went to see the doctor together, each Slaton taking their turn getting weighed in. Tammy's family tragedy explained. Katie Slaton's diagnosis. With the Slatons being so close, news that Tammy's cousin, Katie Slaton, had stage 4 cancer shook Tammy and the Slaton family to their core. Tammy took to Instagram to promote a GoFundMe for Katie. "Well, I'm so sorry to be asking a big favor like this, but if anyone can help, even if it's $1, would help my cousin out so much," Tammy wrote. She went on to add that Katie was a part of 1000 LB Sisters. "Anything and everything is greatly appreciated." Tammy said even if no one donate, they can pray for Katie. Will this keep Tammy in Kentucky? She wants to be near family during this time. During 1000 Sisters Season 6, Tammy repeatedly threatened to leave Kentucky. She was feeling stiffed by her close-knit family and was eager to flex her independence. Katie's illness may keep Tammy from leaving Kentucky. Not only would she want to be near Katie, but she will be grateful for the time she has with her family. Tammy Slaton, one of the stars of the popular reality show 1000 LB Sisters, has captured the hearts of many viewers since the show's premiere. With her bold personality, candid moments, and ongoing struggles with weight loss, she has been a figure many fans both sympathize with and root for. However, in recent developments, Tammy's life has taken a sorrowful turn as she recently shared some heartbreaking news about a close family member, which might have changed the course of her future plans. The news, coupled with her commitment to supporting those she loves, demonstrates just how much Tammy values her family and her life in Kentucky. While Tammy has been open about her struggles with weight and the emotional challenges of her journey, one of the most constant threads throughout her story has been her bond with her family. Tammy's sister, Amy Slaton, has been her rock, and despite the ups and downs they have faced, the two have always had a deep connection. Their relationship has been both supportive and tumultuous, but ultimately, they share a strong sense of loyalty and love for one another. In the most recent episodes of 1000 LB Sisters, Tammy's heartbreaking news centered around a family member who had been battling serious health issues. Though Tammy did not initially provide all the details of the situation, it was clear that the news had left her emotionally devastated. The realization that someone she loved deeply was facing such adversity shook Tammy to her core. However, rather than pulling away or retreating into isolation, which is something Tammy has sometimes done in the past, her immediate reaction was one of profound concern. Tammy's commitment to being there for her family, especially in times of crisis, reflected a deep personal growth and transformation. While she might have been tempted to retreat into the comfort of her home in Kentucky, she made it clear that she would stay and support her family member through this difficult time. This act of support marks a significant shift in Tammy's character arc. For years, Tammy's journey on 1000 LB Sisters has been primarily centered around her own personal battles, her struggles with food, her weight, her health, and, at times, her mental and emotional well-being. While these aspects of her life are undeniably important, her focus on being there for her family member reveals a side of her that many viewers had not yet seen in full force. Tammy's decision to remain in Kentucky and support her family member is not just about being there physically, though. It is also an emotional commitment. The weight of caring for someone who is going through a serious health challenge can be overwhelming, but Tammy's willingness to take on that responsibility shows her growing maturity. In previous seasons, she may have opted to distance herself when faced with hard situations, but now she seems more resolved to confront life's difficulties head-on, particularly when it comes to family. The gravity of the news Tammy received also sheds light on her complicated relationship with her own future. For much of the show, fans have been rooting for Tammy to break free from her small-town Kentucky roots and pursue opportunities that would help her lead a healthier and more fulfilling life. As the show progressed, there were whispers of Tammy moving to a different state or perhaps going through major transformations that would set her on a path of independence. However, this latest revelation about her family member shows that Tammy's roots in Kentucky may be far more important to her than her fans initially thought. For many people, leaving their hometown is a symbol of escaping the past and creating a new future. For Tammy, however, Kentucky has been more than just a backdrop for her struggles. It has been home. Despite her difficulties, the people and places in Kentucky seem to anchor her in ways that other experiences cannot. Her willingness to stay in Kentucky, especially during such a difficult time for her family, reveals her strong attachment to the place and the people who matter most to her. The connection between family and place is often a central theme in many people's lives. Kentucky, with its small-town atmosphere, its slower pace, and its deep ties to family values, might be exactly where Tammy needs to be right now. While the allure of bigger cities or new opportunities might seem tempting to some, Tammy's loyalty to her family, her commitment to staying close to those she loves, and her desire to be a supportive presence during a trying time all point to the fact that Kentucky is not just a location, it's where she feels most needed. Tammy's heartbreaking news also highlights another layer of her character, her capacity for empathy and care. Throughout 1000 LB Sisters, Tammy has often been depicted as someone who faces challenges head-on, sometimes without fully acknowledging the emotional toll those challenges take on her. But in this recent moment, viewers saw a side of Tammy that is soft, considerate, and determined to be there for her loved ones, no matter the personal sacrifices involved. At the same time, this shift in perspective brings up an important question for fans of the show. How does Tammy balance her own self-care with the needs of her family? As much as she might want to be there for everyone around her, she is also on a difficult journey of self-improvement and healing. The difficulty of supporting a loved one, while also focusing on her own well-being, has never been more apparent. Tammy's choice to remain in Kentucky to care for her family member highlights her commitment to both her own healing and the well-being of those she loves. However, it also raises the stakes for her emotional growth, as she must navigate the challenges of caring for others while taking care of herself. The future of Tammy's journey on 1000 LB Sisters remains uncertain, but her recent decision to stay in Kentucky reveals a profound shift in her priorities. In a world that often tells individuals to move away from their roots to achieve success, Tammy is choosing something else. She is choosing to be present for her family and to nurture those connections, even if it means making difficult decisions about her own future. While this may not be the path that some might envision for her, it is undeniably one that reflects the depth of her commitment, the love she has for her family, and her growing understanding of what it truly means to be there for others. In conclusion, Tammy Slaton's heartbreaking news about her family member and her decision to stay in Kentucky is a poignant moment in her journey. It highlights her growth, her deepening relationships, and her willingness to face life's challenges with resilience. While her path may not always be easy or straightforward, Tammy's devotion to her family and her understanding of the importance of being there for loved ones show that, sometimes, the most meaningful transformations are those that occur within the context of home and family. Tammy's story is far from over, but this latest chapter reveals a woman who is finding strength in the very place she once felt confined by. And for that, her fans will continue to root for her, no matter where life takes her next.